Good morning, welcome to the channel. Rick and I are on a lake in the Brainerd Lakes area. You can hear 371 in the background. It's a crystal clear fishery. It's got zebra mussels, of course. We've been on it one other time last year. I think we made 13 pounds. Literally while I was giving the outro, Rick caught a fish and put us over 13 if I remember right. So it's gonna be our second time on the lake. We'll see what we can do, see if we can do a little bit better. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll get started here in a second. Had a hell of a swirl.
It was in the weeds.
Right up on the top of the flat there. Yep.
Away.
Fish number one, 1.89. Rick caught that one on a
Hooked it on a VMC underspin.
VMC underspin with a Largo shad on it.
Yep.
You can see it on the camera there. All right, that's number one. Little guy. .43 is my first fish. Catching him on a fat-free shad suspending. The Bill Dance edition. It's an old one. It's a rattle bait. Dives in that I think it's 12 feet, 14 feet range. I'm fishing it along the outside edge of the weeds here. I'm throwing it on a St. Croix Legend glass rod. It's a 711 moderate action. It's heavy action, moderate weight. Throwing it on an old Lew's BB1. 10-pound test. Doesn't feel straight, but it's not, I don't think it's tiny. Can't tell. Looks like a good one. Another fat-free shad fish. 2.71, fish number 3. Just throwing that crankbait on the edge of this sunken hump on the weed line. I'm fishing it over the tops of the weeds. The weed line goes down to like 15 to 17 feet. Just throwing this sucker right along the break, just ticking the tops of the weeds. Sorry. Off here.
There's a fish.
All right.
Oh!
Did I just break your line?
No, you hit my rod when you cast.
I thought I broke your line with my back cast. Nice. Is that a weedless hook?
Yes. They shook my worm off though. Actually, this is what Marc would call an abomination. This is a wacky rig, but what I did was I put the weight on top of it. Gives it a much different action and fall than a Nico. But you wouldn't catch Marc using this in a million years.
I've thrown that before.
Like this?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I had one hooked up earlier this year. Not weedless though. 1.65 on an abomination. That's fish number 4. One more for our 5 fish goal.
Pulled the worm off my ring though, so now I'm gonna have to redo that.
There he is, huh?
Same. Maybe even a little smaller.
Oh, I thought mine got off.
I think this guy will weigh, but just barely.
For yours first. Same rig?
Yeah. Caught on the abomination again. 1.2.
1.14 on the wacky rig Senko for Rick. And call number 1 is a 1.54 on the fat-free shad again.
That was a call?
Yeah.
You just called my fish?
Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah, baby. Another cullfish. Let's go. Looks good. There's even berry.
He's really in the salad.
Looks good though. Yeah, nice fish. Beauty. Call number 2, 1.87. This time he's catching it on a flipping a BFE Texas rigged. Made by Big Bite Baits. Not much, but a little. Yeah, he's pulling hard, but he thinks he's a good one, but he's not giant. I mean, I don't think he's going to help us. We'll find out here. Oh yeah. I think he is going to help. Just have to beat 1.54. It'd be close. It's a good fishery. Call number 3 on the drop shot, 1.65 actually, 1.65. I hadn't given the, forgot to give the update, so all the way up, 9.78, 9.78. I was listening on my way back on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I turned on St. Cloud. I don't even know what the station is. Out of if this is a bass, we got a color. Yeah, out of Sauk Rapids, not Sauk Rapids. What's the name of the St. Cloud city there? Is it Sauk Rapids? Yeah. Whatever it is. They had on the Monsters of Rock, and it was all 80s stuff. This is a good fish. Look at him, he's all yeah, he's all fungused up again. I hate that when they get all fungusy. The Monsters of Rock, Rick. Look at this fish. That's what we're talking about. Oh man, he's got fungus though. Both sides on the tail.
It's too bad we don't have some kind of spray we can spray.
Yeah. .90 on the drop shot. He's got a bunch of fungus on his back end here. Let him go. 3.90, good fish. Takes us up to 12.03. 12.03. Fishing my 7.6 medium light fast action spinning rod. I got like 8-pound Berkeley, I think it's Berkeley nano braid to a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Just throwing a Nico hook and then wacky rigging a Yamamoto Senko, a white colored Senko. Got a small, like 1/4 ounce weight on here. Caught him on a hump out in the middle of nowhere. There's really not even any rocks out here, and just very sparse weeds. Caught him kind of on the sharp break side. Yep. Not giant though. It might be a northern. Hit it on the drop again. Yep. Get the net for me, please. Perfect. Might even help us. I
think he might call.
He's definitely going to call. Get us to 12.5. .51 on the drop shot. takes us all the way up to 12.89. So I was catching a bunch of small ones on this little 3-inch white Gary Yamamoto Senko. So I switched to a 5-inch big bite Senko, or Senko lookalike. Caught that good one. I had another one that I lost. So we found a little weed patch here on this hump, so we're gonna work that over good. Rick's had a couple of fish. He caught a short smallmouth. So hopefully we can get a couple more colors here, get us to our 13 pounds. Drop shot. I don't know, I'm gonna be close. He's not gonna be big enough. A 197 or 196, 1.96, another cull on the drop shot. 12.98. 12.98, 0.02 from our goal. We got another 189 fish that we got. 2 fish under 2 pounds that we need to get rid of. A decent one?
I can't tell on this noodle rod. No, I don't think he's particularly big.
Taking you a long time.
Well, I cast way out.
It's a real nice one. At least it looks nice that deep in the water's so freaking clear you can see about 10 feet down, 12 feet down. I want you to hold them up. It's the one we needed. A beauty. That's a two and a quarter, 2.5, huh?
It's really fat.
Yeah. It's a 262 on the Ned rig. Rick switched to the Ned rig, fishing it with a green pumpkin red or something. 262.
It's the Z-Man Finesse TRD.
13.71 made our second goal, just a pound and a half away from our next goal.
On a little mushroom head, Z-Man mushroom head. I wasn't really concentrating, trying to catch it, but I did do it.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
It's a color. Well, he's not quite ready yet. I just don't want him to get into the boom tail. Yeah. A couple of pounds anyhow. Should get us close to 15. It's a 2 1/4 again, I guess, maybe A little smaller than the one that you just caught, I think. .84, another nice cull on the drop shot. 14.59. 14.59. Feel that big. He didn't feel that big, but holy crap, he's a good one.
Looks that big.
It was a nice one. Don't jump, he threw my worm.
We'll sacrifice a worm for him.
I think it's the 15, I think.
Oh, he'll take us over 15.
Yeah! Oh, nice fish! That's what we're looking for. I'm on spot rock. I just cast straight at the rushes, Rick. The weight went through his gills.
You need help there?
No.
Can I come and undo that for you?
I'm good. The weight went through his gills. Backwards. You know what I mean? There. Nice fish. Nice fish. That's a 4-pounder. Yeah, baby. Here's a 4.25. 4.25. Takes up to 16.33. Nice fish. Drop shot fish again. Lost my worm. Throwing a big bite. It's a special assortment that I bought at Runnings in Monticello when I went to the cities one day. I like Runnings. They got some things that you can't get other places. It's just a 5-inch. I don't know what it is. It's green with the gold flake in it. And I'm throwing it on I believe it's a 2-aught VMC Nico hook. Just have it tied with a Palomar knot. Pull the tag end back through the eyelet so that it lays flat on the bottom. You know, so it lays flat when you're got it up. And then I'm not nose hooking, and I'm not wacky rigging. I'm threading it on. So it looks like that in the water. Very nice. 16.33. Yeah. Let's get another big one. He was on there when I reeled it up again, Rick. Reeled up the slack, he's already on there. I kind of set the hook and I'm like, feels like a decent one. And then he jumps and I'm like, holy crap, that is a good one. So that's going to do it for us today on this Brainerd Lakes area lake. We did pretty good today, 16.33. A decent limit. Most of the fish caught before noon. Everything after noon was in that 1.5 to 2 pound range. Just couldn't get any culls. So we had one that was 4 1/4 and one that was 3.9. So we had 2 real good ones. The rest were in that 2 3/4 to close to 3 pounds. So it was a pretty good day overall. We caught almost everything early on a crankbait and a BFE and an underspin. And then as the sun got a little bit higher, we noticed the sunfish were up on the surface. And we caught almost everything on a wacky rig Senko or a drop shot after that. We noticed that the water surface was just covered with these little insects. They looked like flying ants. At first I thought it was a mayfly hatch, but I think they're ants. And the whole surface of the lake is covered with it. And whenever you get into a shallow area, the sunfish are just feeding like crazy. You can just see them everywhere on the surface of the lake feeding. So we would pitch our worms into those schools of sunfish, and then as they sank, the bass would bite them. So caught almost everything offshore, on offshore humps not connected to the main shoreline, although we did fish 2 or 3 points connected to the main shore and caught smaller fish. The biggest fish of the day did come off a point connected to the main shore though, but almost every other fish that caught on offshore humps not connected to the main shoreline. So it was a very interesting day. We did better than last year. Rick and I are satisfied with that. So this is Man on a Mission Fishing. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the water next time.